Hello.
We're back.
We're back. Hope you missed us. If not, sorry.
Sorry you gotta hear us again, but hey,
Sorry to disappoint, but then again, that's a given if you're listening
that's a
to
given every Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, every Monday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, every Monday. Well, you just gave away the secret sauce when we record. You just gave away the secret sauce. Anyway, this is the Husky Bible number 104, as in episode 104. This is your traditional, normal Husky Babu, but decreasing at the same time. Ariel, and joining me as always, the other Husky Babu.
The other one.
Yeah, because we have to keep things legit for legal reasons. I mean, then we're gonna have to change the name of the podcast, and that's gonna be a whole nother ordeal, and I don't want to go through that.
No, we won't do that.
We won't do that. No. So we had that little pause there for like a couple of weeks, right?
It's a week.
It was a week?
Because we
felt like
recorded
a month.
the week before you moved from Geekville to Geekville.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't record last week.
From one undisclosed location to another undisclosed location.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. In Geekville, USA.
Yeah. And remember, Geekville is in our hearts. It's not a place. It's a way of being. So, Geekville it is for me. It's Geekville or bust, basically. So, moved into the new place, the new quarters. It's nice shindig. I mean, you'll catch it. When I mean you, I mean Jonathan, not you people, because you are not invited.
You're invited to hear us record from that location.
Exactly, because I don't know you. You apparently know me because you're listening to this. You masochist, that is you. That speaks volumes about you. I don't know nothing about you. I just put this out there in the ether, and you just take it. I guess.
Click on this.
Yeah, I guess the correct wording here would be you take it.
You take it like a
man.
Or woman.
Oh my God. And these days we don't know for sure. Anyway, let's begin.
Just take it.
Yes, just take it. I mean, there's nothing sexual about this. God. I mean, weird as we're talking about all these things, we gotta go into the RIP section, which we thought we were going to avoid. I mean, I was thinking that like the week was looking fine. I mean, last week there was nothing. I mean, no huge deaths that we were aware of in both any realm that we deal with normally. So it was looking like a smooth sailing in the RIP department. But then this week, damn bombshell dropped on us for us old school wrestling fans from the 80s. Jim Duggan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, reported on his social media that Lanny Poffo, the little brother of the Macho Man Randy Savage, he was known as two gimmicks. One in the early 70s was Leaping Lanny Poffo. And then on WWE, or WWF as it was known back in the 80s, he was known as the Genius Lanny Poffo. And he used to recite poems. And he had a little... let's not even describe the gimmick. Just do yourself a favor and look him up on Google or YouTube, whatever, and look him up and you'll see. And he has the distinction of getting a win, a W, over Hulk Hogan in his prime. In Hulk Hogan, in the heyday of Hulkamania, back in the 80s, he got a win over Hulk Hogan, although via countout, but still, a win is a win. It was a W.
That's right.
And Hogan very, very, very rarely back in those days lost a match. And he put Lanny over in a way. So Lanny got a W over Hogan. Not many wrestlers can say that. So Lanny also was the guy who was instrumental in getting Macho Man into the Hall of Fame, because Macho Man in life said that he didn't want to go to the Hall of Fame, in the WWE Hall of Fame, because they didn't put his father in the Hall of Fame. So he felt that was very disrespectful. So he said, if the Hall of Fame is not good enough for my dad, that is not good enough for me. But Lanny, being the only living relative, he was the one that vetoed Macho Man's in life decision of not joining the Hall of Fame, and Lanny mostly decided for the fans' sake to let the Macho Man be part of the WWE Hall of Fame. So that's some of the claims to fame of Lanny Poffo, who sadly passed away at the age of 68. 68. So rest in peace, Lanny Poffo, the genius.
Do they know why? How?
I mean, there's no details so far. Okay. He was living like in South or Central America in the past years of his life. We really don't know what happened. I mean, I would just get. I hope it was. I mean, it happened. That's pretty much it. That he's gone. So,
okay. Yeah.
So that sucks. Unfortunate, and yeah, that you can't cherry coat that thing. So, rest in peace, Lanny Poffo. So yeah, sorry again for the bum ass intros, but people keep dying. Damn it, it's not my damn fault. We have to report these things.
We were really hoping we didn't have to do a rest in peace
section.
This podcast, but it's life comes our way. I mean, there's people dying every day, but we don't know who they are or anything. We just can just say it's part of life. You know, like they said, there's only 2 things guaranteed in life:
death and taxes.
That's right. So live your life to the fullest.
Yeah.
No matter what you do.
Because Uncle Sam is going to get you, and if not, then the Grim Reaper will.
That's right. On that note, we're
gonna continue here. Okay.
We're gonna brighten it up a little bit.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the sports stuff and the wrestling stuff at the beginning. We'll leave all the movies because the movies has a long ass theme this week because a lot of shit happened during the time we were off. But we'll start with the sports and deja vu all over again. You can take this one for you for me because you are the resident football expert. A certain someone called the greatest of all time, the GOAT.
The GOAT
has deja vu'd.
Deja vu'd again, as Ariel said.
Continue.
Mr. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Mr. I will break up a marriage just so that way
marriage and family.
Yeah.
To play football. Has announced on his Instagram that he is officially done with football again.
For the second time. That a lot of Brett Favre vibes I'm getting here.
A lot of Brett Favre vibes, but I have a feeling
this one's gonna stick.
This one's gonna stick.
Well, let's see the factors here, and we kind of covered this last podcast when we recorded. We kind of put over this a little bit. He's 46, or will be 46 at the beginning. He will be
46 if he goes to play this season.
Exactly. He will be 46, making him 4 years shy of being 50.
Well, he said he wanted to play until he was 50, I think. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing is what you want, the other thing is what your body is going to let you do. Because bodies, especially when you hit that 4-0, that bastard started betraying you.
Oh, yeah.
That bastard betrayed you. That bastard, like, oh, I want to do this. And your body's like, cool story, bro. Cool story. Cool story, bro. Is it gonna happen though? No, it ain't. But you can keep dreaming. You can keep dreaming. You can keep thinking your body's still like an 18-year-old. Yeah, right.
You know what the saddest thing is he made his retirement announcement on a beach.
Jesus.
So there's people out there that was in the same beach as him, took pictures of what his background was, and said, "Here's saying that Tom Brady sat on to announce his retirement. It's $90,000 per jar. You want some?
It reminds me of the dude that had the ball that he threw from last year, and they thought that was the last game ball that Tom Brady ever threw.
Yeah.
And now is what is worth now?
Nothing.
So dude wasted all that money
to buy it, and then he unretired and played a
I hope
a terrible season for Tom Brady's sake.
I hope that Tom Brady at least reimbursed the dude.
I haven't heard any stories about it.
Probably send him an autograph football, and that pretty much
that makes up for it somehow.
Yeah, something. At least send him an autograph football or something, or a signed jersey or something, dude. God,
here's another weird, funny stat from this whole retirement thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Tom Brady, when he retired last year,
mm-hmm.
he signed a 10-year, $375 million deal with Fox to be an analyst.
Uh-huh.
Tom Brady, in a 23-year career, only made $333 million his whole career.
So basically, he's gonna make more money talking than he did playing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one thing had to cover for the other. I mean, his body paychecks that is now his wallet is about to receive, and I mean, I don't know if he had a prenup with Giselle.
I mean, I think she makes more money than him.
Probably, she probably didn't even sign no damn prenup. She
probably didn't sign a prenup.
Probably when she saw the money that he was making, she was like,
"Yeah, they probably." Said, okay, we'll get divorced. You stay with your money. I'll stay with mine, and we'll share custody of the kids.
Yeah. Keep it amicable as possible.
Because homegirls in some Costa Rica somewhere with the jiu-jitsu
with a new
instructor
with a new squeeze.
But supposedly they're not doing anything. They're just friends.
Mm-hmm. And I got a 6-pack.
I got one in my fridge.
Uh-huh. And I got a 6-pack between my belly. Mm-hmm. You just have to dig out all the fat out of there. You'll find
it's there.
Eventually.
It's there.
Eventually. You'll find it there.
So let's see how long this one lasts. But I have a feeling this one's set.
You think this one is going to stick? Hopefully. I mean, hopefully he learned this lesson. I mean, he dissolved the marriage. He will now have limited capacity of visiting his kids if he even give a damn.
No, he has. He's with his kids pretty much a lot, supposedly.
Okay. Good. I mean,
they said he's a great dad.
Good.
But I mean, he's just never there. But when he's there, I guess they said he's great. So
okay. Well, hopefully that changes. I mean, football is only what 4 or 5 months a year.
It's from. Yeah, I guess late September until February.
So he works hard 4 or 5 months a year. The rest of that, it's all good for the kids, for the kiddies.
Yeah, and I heard,
and a lot of baby mamas gonna be popping up, wanting them that sweet corn from. Out of that man's pocketbooks. They're like, oh, please, Tom Brady, please, impregnate me.
Fertilize me.
My field is ready.
I want that Brady juice.
I want that Brady minkia.
Here we go. Joey D shows up.
I want that Brady minkia.
He shows up.
Hey, you set it up perfectly. It was a perfect setup. It was a layup, for God's sake. You painted the picture out there like, well, yep, it's there. You know, that's an easy layup right there. Nothing but net.
Supposedly, I was listening to the radio on Saturday when I was on a drive, and his dad was on the radio. Oh no, it was on Friday. His dad was on the radio with one of the guys from ESPN on the radio, and he goes, my son just said, a couple days ago, a few months ago, I'm just tired of getting hit. Dude never got hit. Dude would lay down and someone would touch him. What you never got hit.
Hence the longevity, but that's neither here or there.
No, but I gotta say one thing.
You gotta give him props.
His offensive line protected that man like he was gold. Because they knew at the end of the year, if they won or he didn't take a lot of hits,
that was
they got something coming towards them.
That was their moneymaker.
Yeah. That was like he gave out Rolexes. I think one time he got them all cars. Jesus. I mean, this dude.
Like to put it in wrestling terms, that was like trying if when a dude was told, "Oh, you're gonna face Hogan in the main event."
Yeah.
In the 80s, they knew they wanted that red and yellow Quan. Like, oh yeah, put that thing on my pocket. Yes, yes, Lord, yes, Jesus.
Well, it's also like fighting like Tyson in his prime. You knew you were gonna get low money.
Yeah. You take
if won or lost, you were gonna get paid.
Yeah. Well, it was the L more than that was a loss. Like, I'm gonna lose some neurons in my brain. I may never be the same, but Lord Jesus, we gonna live fine. We gonna live. My family gonna live fine. We're gonna eat food,
dude,
decent food.
40, 30, $50 million a fight.
Whew. I mean, I don't know how good or bad he managed his money. I mean, I allegedly he got screwed royally.
Oh, his wife was Robin.
Yeah, that she
fleeced him. Cleaners.
Fleeced him.
Took him to the cleaners, bro.
Fleeced him. Left him with nothing.
They own the house in Greenwich, Connecticut, and she got that house in the thing. And that house is a fucking mansion. I mean,
well, he was
private security, helicopter pad.
He was making bank back in those days. I mean, he's a wiser man now. He's more matured.
Nah, he's selling weed.
Yeah, legally
making his money.
Legally,
Banking.
Legally, you got Ric Flair smoking that weed.
Woo!
Both of them smoking that weed. Ric Flair walking around in his robe. We will not disclose the baby arm.
We're not gonna go there. Don't go there this week.
Oh God! It's like every week we gotta talk about minky juice, a baby arm holding an apple,
McMahon community property,
and the McManigans community property slide. Down you go, down you go.
Oh man!
Speaking of McManigans,
we can do the wrestling and I'll do the last part of the.
Yeah. We'll go to McManigans land, where WWE is concerned. We had the past weekend where we were off. Happened
little hiatus.
When we had the little hiatus, we had one of the big events of the year, the Royal Rumble, which actually did a lot of good business for WWE. I mean, allegedly, this was the best Royal Rumble ever. In terms of money making in the gate and the buys, people subscribing to Peacock in the States. I mean, Peacock subscriptions went to the roof apparently. So Comcast has a lot of kissing hands to do to WWE these days. Thanks to those subscriptions going up. Also, let me see. Oh yeah. Well, let's go into the meat and potatoes about it. Cody Rhodes and Rhea Ripley win the respective Royal Rumble men and women's Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns retained his championship against Kevin Owens, and then the greatest storyline in the last 30 years in wrestling. I don't know, the Bloodlines and Sami Zayn, or formerly known as Sami Uso. Sami betrayed Roman by hitting him in the chair, a la like Seth Rollins did when the Shield broke up, and all hell broke loose after that because to put it in context, Roman beat Kevin Owens, and then he had Kevin Owens tied to the ropes with handcuffs, and the Usos and Roman were beating the daylights out of Kevin Owens while Sami was watching, and then Sami they were going to crucify Kevin Owens by giving it a chair shot in the head, and then Sami stopped Roman from doing it, and then Sami was like, "No, this is beneath you. You don't need to do this. He's already beaten. You beat him already. You don't have to do this." So Roman was like, "Okay." So he gave him the chair. He was like, You want to prove your loyalty? Hey, get him right now. Get him." And Sami was like, "No, I don't want to do it." Then Roman started shoving him, pushing him, talking down to him. Then Sami seemed pissed. So Roman turned his back on him, and then that's when Sami hit the chair shot heard around the world. And then as he betrayed Jimmy, or no, Jey Uso, Jey, who was the one who was the holdout that hated Sami's guts, then after the performance he did in Survivor Series, turned into his boy. Jey, in disgust, left. He just done left. He just left and the rest of the bloodline beat the bejesus out of Sami, including Roman. Roman even destroyed the steel chair on him. He bent it in so many ways that I don't think that chair will be usable anymore.
I can't take a sit on it?
No more sit on that chair. Somebody's hawking that shit on eBay as we speak.
Probably. This is the chair Sami got fucked up.
So fast forward to this week on SmackDown, we had the revelation that Sami versus Roman in elimination chamber for the Universal Heavyweight Championship, undisputed Universal Championship. So they're not going to pull the trigger for Mania, obviously, because Cody is set for Mania, and there's only one main champion right now, which is Roman. He has both belts, the Universal and Heavyweight Championship belt. But Rhea Ripley will go after Charlotte Flair, which makes me question things because Rhea Ripley is a Raw superstar, and Charlotte is the SmackDown Women's Champion. And if Rhea goes after the SmackDown Women's Championship, well, what happens to Judgment Day? Because pretty much Judgment Day is on her back. She's the glue that holds that team together. And if she's off that team, then, well, sucks to be Judgment Day then.
So you telling me Raw doesn't have a Women's Championship?
Yes, they do. Bianca Belair. But Rhea, for some reason, went after Charlotte. I guess they have unfinished business, which they do.
Well,
So, No Minkya Juice talked about Vinnie Mac. I mean, yeah, there's been a couple of lawsuits again, but this is more about him, hard arming or strong arming his way into the company back again, and not so much about the before mentioned Minkya spraying, juicing women on the side for hush money and keeping their mouth shut and all that other stuff. The goody stuff that Vinny does. The goody stuff that Vinny does on the side. So yeah, another revelation we got in wrestling is that Nick Khan, not to be confused with Tony Khan of AEW, Nick Khan, who is the current CEO of WWE, he stated that by a potential sale of WWE, if the sale goes, then Vince McMahon will no longer be part of anything in WWE, which I think is a non-statement because duh.
That was a stupid statement.
Yeah, it's like duh. If the company is sold, I don't think he's gonna be lingering there. Like he's gonna hang out outside. Like, y'all need anything from me? Like, fool, you sold this to us. We don't need you no more.
I just hope they don't sell it to someone that's just gonna fuck it up.
I mean, who else has wrestling experience in terms of handling a wrestling business? There's no one. And the only one that comes close to it is Tony Khan. And I don't want him to own WWE because he already owns two companies. He already owns Ring of Honor and he owns AEW. Like,
this is just selling a gold mine that can make him money until he's dead.
He could be in his home right now printing money. He has license to print money with that company. And yet he decides, no, I'm going to sell it because I'd rather sell it than to keep it in the family.
Yeah, stupid.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Anyway,
just have your kids buy your share. You don't have nothing to do with it, but keep it in the McMahon family because in any other hands, we don't know what we're gonna get.
Then again, he didn't inherit the business from his father. He bought it out of his dad.
So that's what I'm saying. Sell your share to Triple H, Stephanie, Shane. Just keep it. Just sell it. I'm not telling you to give it away. You want your money? Keep it in your family.
Any hoodles. I think the wrestling side of it, we're done. One more thing regarding the sports area. You can take this one away.
Oh yeah, I'll gladly take it away.
Yeah.
Mr. Al Capitan.
The captain of our hearts.
The captain of our hearts and the captain of New York.
Yes, more specifically.
Derek Jeter.
Yes, sir.
Was announced.
Yes, sir.
On Jimmy Fallon.
Yes, sir.
That he is on the collection edition of MLB The Show 23 this year.
Woo.
That is huge. Jeter hasn't been in the game since he retired, which is probably retired in 14. He might have been in the game in 15, but that was it.
So he has almost 8 years retired.
Yes.
And he's still relevant.
Of course.
Just goes to show you, boys and girls, the power that you leave behind when you do things the right way.
This dude, we were begging for him to be in the game again. Like all the anyone that played MLB The Show on any console. If you were a Yankee fan, you were begging MLB The Show to get this guy. The thing is he has to sign over the rights to want to be in it. So he finally gave up. He's on the cover. If you could pre-order it tomorrow. I'm gonna 9:00 tomorrow. I'm pre-ordering that shit.
I don't know. I mean, you got the PS5. I guess that's only for PS5.
It's on the 4. It's on the Switch. It's on Xbox. It's on any console you want it. It only used to be a PlayStation game, MLB The Show. But recently, I think it was like last year or the year before.
They opened that bad boy to everyone.
Yeah, it was a Sony Studio game, so they only had it on PlayStation.
Of course, it was going to be only for PlayStation because
just like the Spider-Man's only on PlayStation.
But now they're on PC.
So they're going to start branching out most likely. But
yeah, I mean, eventually, I can see them going to Xbox and also the Nintendo Switch. I don't know. I don't think it has enough power.
Exactly. Unless the OLED one has some tremendous power, they might be able to play it on that. But the regular light or the regular one that you play on TV, there's no way.
Not the light one. No.
But Derek Jeter is back in baseball, people. He hasn't been on a cover, I think, since 08 or 09. When he was on All-Star Baseball, when I think he was like the main person on that game. So
it's been a while.
It's been a while. It definitely has been a while. But I'm excited. I'm not even gonna order the digital one. I'm ordering the steel book. It comes with a nice hat, the whole thing.
The captain is back in a way. So
yeah, you're gonna probably see him a lot more. Like he said, he wanted to be. I know the Yankees are in talk with getting him on doing some of the baseball games, like broadcasting on some of the games.
Isn't he signed with someone now? Right now, though, or did he let go of his duties in the?
Well, he left.
Oh.
Last year.
Those are the Marlins, right?
The Marlins. He was part of an owner group that purchased the Marlins. He was running day-of-day baseball operations, and I believe it was last baseball season. He walked away because they weren't eye to eye with anything. They knew they were gonna, they needed to get their payroll down, which he did a lot. but it was like the Marlins were still like into like, oh no, we need to still keep losing kind of thing. He wanted to win now. And they just weren't met eye to eye, so they mutually say, let's go, just part ways. So I'm hoping he does something with the Yankees this year. I'm hoping they get him for a few games on TV. Or even goes into somewhat of a front office role. I think it would benefit, Aaron Judge recently just being named the captain right after Derek Jeter held it for a long last time. So
Judge is very well deserved.
Well, yeah, I mean they both were deserving in their own way, but I see a lot of qualities in both of them. They were both very mellow. They don't, yell at you in your face in front of everyone, but you'll get the pat on the back like saying like, "Oh, come on, let's go, let's do this."
Yeah, they're like, let's say like kind of meek, but not to be taken
exactly.
taken like a weakness.
Exactly.
They
do the same thing when they were entering the field. First person out of the dugout when the Yankees come out. When Derek Jeter was playing, was Derek Jeter. He always led the team onto the field, and that's exactly what Aaron Judge does. When they're ready to play ball and they said they can take the field, he's always the first one out of the clubhouse, out of the dugout. Let's go.
Okay.
And you run hard to first base. Great leaders are born to lead. I wouldn't ask you to do something if I'm not doing it. If I'm not running down hard to first, but I'm yelling at you for not running, that's not right, They lead by example, and that's what they both do. And I see a lot of qualities in Jeter. I mean, in Aaron Judge, I saw in Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter wasn't the greatest player, but he was great at a lot of things, and that's what made him a great baseball player. He's not the best baseball player, but he was great at every single aspect of the game. You can't take that away from him.
No.
Just like Tom Brady. I hate the guy. He killed the New York Jets every single time he was on the field.
But
at the end of the day, you got to give him his props.
Got revenge for you.
What happened?
The Giants got revenge.
No,
you don't like the Giants?
No.
If
the Giants,
but it was
the Bills were in the playoffs and they were in the Super Bowl, I would root for them, of course.
Look, at the end of the day, the only two blemishes on his Super Bowl record are New York.
And the Deflategate that he should have lost. That was that to me. How they let that go.
Yeah.
To me, it's just forget about it. We're not even going to get into that.
Yeah, Belichick still has a nice sense of humor about that, but let's not go there. Anyway, let's leave the sports behind and let's go now to the geekiness, which is the DCU. So James Gunn later this past week, who is, by the way, I finally remember the name of the other dude that's around in the DCU, Peter Safran. Jesus Christ. It took me a while, like over 2 or 3 months, but finally got the name of the dude.
I would put a card or something next to your computer with putting the DCU.
Peter
Gunn
Safran.
And Peter Safran.
Okay.
Forget it.
But no, I pulled it out of my head now. See? So it's there. The information, the database is there. So, okay. So now. But it was James Gunn who did the announcement. So he personally announced the slate of movies under the umbrella of the DCU. Now, he announced and he clarified that the Batman movie where Robert Pattinson, Colin Farrell, and everybody else that was in that movie, that is considered Elseworld. Those are DC films, but they do not have anything to do with the main continuity of what's going to be the DC universe. Because they're gonna make a DC universe that's cohesive, that is going to interact with film, TV, and cartoons. So they're going to do those 3 different things, and they're all going to interact and going to be part of the same universe. And he even said that in the cartoons, the same actors that play the characters in real life are going to be the voice actors for the cartoons. So that way it will be a continuity. So whatever happens in the cartoons is going to pass on into the real world, into the actual physical, the physical DCU. So they announced a slate of films that they're going to make and some TV series. They first announced was Superman Legacy, and they gave the explanation of this is going to be a 25-year-old Clark Kent just arriving into Metropolis and just starting to make his bones in the Daily Planet. And it's like a story of him finding his balance between his human side and his Kryptonian side. So, and they said that the movie is going to be hopeful, and this explains the reason as to why Henry Cavill cannot be Superman, because it's a 25-year-old dude, not a 39-year-old dude as Henry Cavill is. So, unfortunately, Henry cannot be Superman, and he even went as far as saying Henry was not fired because he never had the part. So how can you be fired if you never had the part? Now, he did said that the treatment of Henry by the previous administration, he says he in his words, not mine, they dicked him around. His words, not mine. James Gunn, they dicked him around, and apparently that caused some problems with Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers, why you got to be airing our dirty laundry like that? You ain't got to talk about that in public. But I guess James Gunn just wanted to justify himself as to reasons as to why Henry was done wrong. But anyway, that's the Superman one. Then we got Supergirl, which is called Woman of Tomorrow, which is going to be based on a book written by Tom King, which is a good comic book writer. He's written a lot of different comic books for both DC and Marvel. My favorite one that he's written is the Mr. Miracle series, which I actually own on paperback. He's a very good writer. I liked him. He used to be a CIA agent, the dude. The Tom King guy used to be a CIA agent. So a lot of life stories you can add by doing undercover work in the world of espionage and whatnot. So also we got The Brave and the Bold, which is going to be a Batman and Robin story. Now, before you go, Batman and Robin, we're talking about not Tim Drake Robin or Dick Grayson Robin, which is actually the OG Robin. We're talking about Damian Wayne Robin. Those of you who are not aware who Damian Wayne is the biological son, the Minkia Juice, Bruce Wayne. Minkia Juice that went and traveled inside the belly or inside the where. We don't need to specify. I guess at this point, if you're listening to this podcast, basic human biology at this point. And knows how the birds and the bees work. Dude, don't need a fat fuck like me trying to explain this shit on you. Especially with comic book characters. But anyway, Damian Wayne is the product of a night of lust, shall we say, between Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, the daughter of the head of the demon, Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, however you want to pronounce it. And they had a fling one night, and lo and behold, 9 months later, Damian Wayne. There you go. Damian is a asshole, just to put it out there. He has his grandfather's temperament, right? Ra's al Ghul's temperament, with the fighting skills of Batman inside of a 12-year-old kid. So make of that what you will. Also, remember, this kid was raised by assassins, so not necessarily following up the Bat Code. You know what I mean? The Bat Code is do not kill, and Damian is like, fuck that shit.
Kill.
Yeah, exactly. The Jason music that you hear when he comes out, kill. That's pretty much Damian's thoughts when he goes out. Kill. Batman's like, little bitch, don't you fucking kill me. Kill. Anyway, so that's.
You were mentioning the Robin. Did you mention Chris O'Donnell? I don't know if he was Robin.
Fuck that shit.
George Clooney was Batman. Come on, man.
Jesus Christ. Why you got to remind us of the Dark Ages? Why you have to remind us of what? You know how much therapy has been wasted thanks to those two sacks of shit? I mean,
Chris O'Donnell played.
We're talking about a man that every time they interview him, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I apologize for Batman and Robin."
Chris O'Donnell plays a good agent on NCIS. He wasn't, he's good. He's a good actor.
Yes, but the Robin sucked, and the Batman sucked. Hey, so let's not go there.
George Clooney is a good actor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's continue. Anyway, notice that tone of my voice, did you? Okay, next up, the Authority. Now, this is something that most people don't know because the Authority is not a well-known or established name in like traditional. I won't dare say it's a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of deal because the Guardians of the Galaxy was a deep cut. That's deep. I didn't know who the Guardians of the Galaxy were. I know who the Authority are. The Authority is basically like a very messed up version of the Justice League. A very, very messed up version. Like, you know how the Justice League, they care about, preserving life and helping, like doing right, but doing it right. The Authority is like, yeah, we don't care if half the planet disappears. We're going to get this thing done. And two of the main characters in that team are Apollo and Midnighter, who happen to be a gay couple. And the equivalent to those two would be Apollo would be Superman and Midnighter would be Batman. So if you had your gay fantasies about Batman hooking up with Superman, there you go. There you go. So that's the Authority. Then we got Booster Gold. Booster Gold, I guess some people already know who Booster Gold is. He's a nobody from the future who uses technology from his time, came back to our time to pretend he's a superhero. That's basically Booster Gold. Swamp Thing, I think everybody knows who Swamp Thing is. Have you heard at least of Swamp Thing? Jonathan?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. But he's a famous monster character because this next phase, James Gunn called it Gods and Monsters. So I think it's very apropos to select Swamp Thing for that. Then we got some of the TV series that are going to be popping up, I guess, in HBO Max. We got Waller with Amanda Waller with this lady who's been playing Amanda Waller in the movies and TVs. She's going to continue playing the part of Amanda Waller. And one of my favorites, Lanterns, which is the main characters will be Hal Jordan and the dude that was the Green Lantern in the Justice League cartoons.
Oh, I thought you were going to say what's his name was coming back.
No. Ryan Reynolds is not. No.
To say, I was like, isn't he playing a different character now?
Okay, no, I just had a mental lapse. Hal Jordan and John Stewart. John Stewart is the other Green Lantern. He's the black
John
dude.
Stewart?
Yes. John Stewart. That's the name of the black Green Lantern.
Oh, he's black. He's not the white one.
No. The white one is Hal Jordan. That's the one that Ryan Reynolds played in the movie. And the less we say about that, the better. The less we talk about that, the better. It's best to ignore that movie. I mean, that falls right in the same category as Batman and Robin. It should be resting with feces. Rest with feces. That's what I would call it.
Calm it down.
Rest with feces.
Calm it down.
Rest with feces. That's that's how I call it. So that's the bunch of movies and TV series that DC Studios has announced. I don't.
Very Marvel.
Yeah, it had. I mean, look, Marvel showed the way. Let's just say. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think, and James Gunn has worked for both DC and Marvel. I mean, he is the director of all 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies because the 3rd one is coming out this year.
I heard that he's like, oh yeah, I think I could get them all over to DC.
No. Dave Bautista already said he's not coming to DC.
That's what I said. I was like, I read that. I was like, okay.
No, I trust Dave. If he says he's not coming, he's not coming. If he's not coming, he's not coming.
I believe him.
I believe him too.
We've known him for a while.
No, he's a man of his word, so I don't think he's gonna go.
From his wrestling days.
Yeah. And another, since we're talking movies, we're gonna go for this announcement, and none other than
the most important one.
None other than Willie. My wife is my boss.
She only had an entanglement.
Mister, I will slap the shit out of your mouth.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
That same dude. Dude has been banned for the Oscars for the next 10 years. Will Smith announced on his Instagram and his social medias that
with Martin
Lawrence that Bad Boys 4 is a go.
Yes.
I mean, yay.
I'm one of those. I loved all 3. So
yay. I mean, he almost died on us on the last one.
Yeah.
He almost died.
Fucking witch.
Spoilers.
Witch.
Spoilers. Anyways, so he almost died on the last one, but he came back up. He Undertaker that shit.
Save his son. Oh, spoilers.
Spoilers to the yin yang.
Damn.
Spoilers up the yin yang up here. Damn. Spoiling like a 3-year-old movie.
If you haven't seen it by now, then what the fuck is wrong with you?
If you haven't seen it by now, sucks to be you. Anyway, you just damn spoiled it for free. Don't you hate us? Anyway. So, I mean, it's a mixed bag, this announcement. Not because I hate the fact that no, keep them coming. I mean, this, like, what other buddy cop movies are being made these days?
That are good.
That are actually good.
Because they kept the same standards.
Yes. So, yeah, keep them coming. And Will and Martin are always a good team. They have not disappointed yet.
Number 2, you've been up to a man? No, you want to?
Oh my God.
I love that part when the boyfriend comes, picks up Martin Lawrence's daughter.
Oh my God. No. And there's some words we cannot repeat.
Oh yeah, I can't repeat none of that shit. No.
There's
that
some
shit
words
wasn't funny though.
We do not have the skin complex to say those words, or do we have the moral capacity to even think those words?
How old are you? 17. Motherfucker, you look like you're 32.
And the other word that was used.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No.
That's why I said what I said.
No. Insert Alonso Harris meme here. See? No, you got it. Okay, good. And that's the only way we can say it without saying it, man. That's the only way. The only way you can say it without saying it. Insert Alonso Harris meme here. You don't even have to put the captions on. You just put him smiling with the cigarette on his mouth. You just know. You just know. You already know. We don't have to even say it. You already know. Oh, God. Help us, Lord. Help us, Jesus. Help us. So, yeah, on that note, I think we covered everything that we set out to talk about during this hiatus. So, thank y'all for holding on the fort for a week. I mean, I must have been so desperate for all y'all without having to listen to this on a Monday. But here we are again.
We've been pretty consistent, so
yeah.
We would have recorded last week if you know all that happening. So
yeah, I mean, I could have had. I mean, to be honest, by Sunday I was pretty much done.
Yeah, but you didn't want to do that.
But yeah, I was drained out of existence. I had zero strength to deal with anything because I was just moving and organizing, reorganizing.
Exactly.
And Well, but now at least I'm there. I'm there.
We're here. We're back.
And got it to a place where it's decent and it's livable now. People can live in here.
That's good. Anywho, we won't bore you anymore. Go visit our TeePublic.
Yes.
Go make the man some money.
Go make Papa Bear happy. Put some quan in that pocket. Put some money on that pocket. Put some money in there. Visit our also website, Husky by Boo Pod, where you can check all our previous podcasts, all the links. Always the links are in the description. Also, remember our social medias, Husky by Boo Pod, both on Instagram and Twitter. Why does we have a Twitter? I don't know. I never type in it, but it's there. So if you have
there, go visit it if you want to. We got a Facebook. You can visit that one.
Yeah, and people rarely go there too.
You can hit us up though. I mean, now that I have access to it, I'm always looking, seeing if anyone writes us or anything. So hit us up if you want to.
Yeah.
Hit us up there.
Enter your own risk.
Yes, exactly.
Also, our personal social medias. Mine's at that Ariel Duran on Instagram and Twitter. Yours is?
Mine is Johnny46 on Instagram.
Okay, so there. Our social medias has been spieled or whatever you want to call it down there to the world, so you may find us and know how we look like, and then you can pray about it and ask God to cleanse that image out of your body, in your mind, in your soul.
And then when that happens, you're most likely going to see us recording videos together. So, so you better keep praying.
By the way, I haven't. Lord Jesus, I haven't even touched my. I haven't even touched the whole pictures over here. Okay. Oh yeah. New environment. Who's this? Okay, so this has been the Husky Babu Podcast number 104. This has been Ariel
and Jonathan
saying goodbye. Take care of yourselves.
Peace out, everyone. Have a good week.
Hopefully, we will be listening to each other again.
Next week.
Like Canadians say. Again.
Peace out, everyone. Have a good one.
Take care.